I am following Danny Trejo on Facebook, and there's a lot of stuff, that's in my memory, kind of in the background, and like one survival technique I had is if I hear somebody's name I know, and they turn out to be a famous person, I tell myself I must be mistaken them, or it's just something I shouldn't think about much. But there's a couple of things. That same party, I guess it was the Grateful Dead was in Indy or at IU, and they went to an after party at Bo's basement, and this was shortly after he moved into the house there by the train tracks. And that was a messed up party. I mean, it was kind of cool for a little while. I remember it wasn't too weird, but then it got really weird, and it was like a very mellow energy, and then a really aggressive energy started sweeping through and catching everybody up into it, almost like a demon had arrived. And that is where Danny Trejo got his scars. That's where Jerry Garcia lost his finger. People who had been there in later years, when I would inadvertently reference different things, because I was 5. Things you see when you're 5, you just assume they're all right. And so when you're 19, and you remember them, you just say something about it, and everybody would freak out. But I was presumed dead, So, but I remember Gramps, telling me, or maybe I was there when he had this conversation or something, that if you're a Mexican and you're an actor, having scars can be an asset, because when you think about it, Hollywood is just Hollywood, and you might have a lot of versatility of range, but that doesn't matter because you're going to be typecast and you're going to do bit parts. But you could play that up. And, the whole, desperado, or, the whole, bad guy thing. But, in Danny Trejo's movies, if he plays a bad guy, the bad guy has to die in the movie so that any kids watching learn that crime doesn't pay. So that's good. And, so anyway, I don't know who all was at that party. I mean, it was... But it got Indiana blacklisted, I mean, if you're a famous person and you get in, you don't interact beyond certain limits when you pass through Indiana. If you do so at your own risk. And if shit happens, it goes unresolved forever.